Hello Internet, and welcome back to my Big Damn TV Geek vlog. Now that most shows have aired 3 or 4 episodes of their new seasons, I thought it would be fun this week to talk a little bit about the characters I've been really enjoying watching in the early goings of this fall TV season. So let's get to it. First and foremost, and the main reason I picked this topic this week, is Carol from The Walking Dead. I don't think anyone would claim that character development is exactly a strong suit for The Walking Dead, but Carol's arc has actually been incredible to watch. She started as this woman terrified of her abusive husband and has slowly grown into this strong, silent leader type who's completely unafraid to do whatever it takes to save herself and the people in the group she cares about. Because of this terrific arc, Carol has become by far my favorite character on the show, and I wish the series would let us spend more time with her. They have this problem where they have a ton of characters they feel the need to service and don't get to spend enough time with any one of them. So we have people like Bob and Eugene and Tyrese's sister, whose name I literally don't even remember, that I just don't care about and don't really want to spend any time with. I'd much rather spend that time with Carol and seeing how Carol reacts to the things in the apocalypse. We got to see her swoop in and save the day in the season 5 premiere by blowing the shit out of Terminus and saving basically every other character on the show. That's super satisfying when it's somebody that you've seen go through everything we've seen Carol go through. More of that, Walking Dead. Carol is a badass and I want to watch more of her. Next up is a twofer, Ichabod and Abby on Sleepy Hollow. This is maybe cheating a little bit, but I feel like you can't mention one of Ichabod or Abby without mentioning the other. So much of what makes the show work is the amazing relationship that the show has developed between the two of them. This show really has no business working. It's completely batshit crazy in every sense, but because of this fiercely loyal friendship that's developed between Ichabod and Abby, I can accept Headless Horsemen and Pied Pipers and all of the apocalypse mumbo-jumbo, because I just want to watch the two of them on my TV every week. As a specific aside for Ichabod, his learning curve and frustration with all number of modern things, bottled water, using a cell phone, skinny jeans, speaking with Yolanda the OnStar lady, will never ever stop being funny, and Tom Meissen plays it perfectly, and it's so entertaining to watch. Next on my list is Fitz from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know last season there were a lot of complaints that Fitz and Simmons and even some of the other characters were not terribly well developed and kind of blended together into just one big blob of we're the science agents. I never really had that problem. Particularly in the second half of the season, I found Fitz to be super entertaining. I thought he fit that very Joss Whedon-y mold of the intelligent and snarky character, which I'm admittedly kind of a sucker for, but I found him very amusing. Over the first few episodes this season, we've had to watch Fitz deal with some really tough stuff. He's dealing with his brain injury from nearly dying after Ward tried to kill him and Simmons in the finale. He's dealing with Simmons having left the team, and if anything, it's made me love the character even more. It's nice to see him have some more deep stuff to deal with, other than your science-y mumbo-jumbo and trying to make the night-night gun fire at a faster rate of speed. I particularly enjoyed watching him face Ward for the first time. I thought Ian D. Kostecker did a really terrific job with that scene. Basically, as I tweeted recently, I just constantly want to reach in the television and give Fitz a hug because it's breaking my heart, in the best way, watching him struggle with all this stuff. And I hope we get to see him get a few wins over the coming weeks of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last but not least, another twofer, because I like to cheat, Oswald Cobblepot, or the Penguin, and Fish Mooney on Gotham. I've had my fair share of issues with Gotham thus far, but the one issue I don't have is with the performances of Jada Pinkett Smith and Robin Lord Taylor as Fish Mooney and the Penguin. Because if everyone else on the show were having as much fun as those two clearly are, it would be a much better show. I often feel like I'm watching two entirely separate shows. A fun, slightly campy superhero show where the villains are taking place, and a boring cop procedural where Bullock and Gordon are hanging out. And if they could find a way to merge those two things, more from the fun side with Penguin and Fish Mooney preferably, it would be a lot better show and the tone would really balance out a lot. I am particularly a fan of Robin Lord Taylor as Cobblepot the Penguin. He is just nailing that character right now. He's so much fun to watch. He's got the mannerisms down, and it's just a fascinating character that really makes me want to tune in every week. So that's the highlights of my characters I'm loving list right now. A few others worth mentioning. Jake Peralta on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love how the show's handling his crush on Amy right now. I think they're doing a great job. Amber on Parenthood. I like how the show's handling her pregnancy storyline. Plus, Mae Whitman. She's just great. And Harrison Wells on The Flash, mostly because Tom Cavanaugh. I would watch him in anything. I think he's terrific. I want to hear what characters are your favorites right now. Let me know in the comments. As always, please like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel so you can keep on watching my vlog. You can follow me on Twitter at BigDamnTVGeek, and there's a link to my blog in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.